Alright guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another unboxing video. Got something in today, and for those that have been watching my videos, you know I have some decently nice knives. I don't know why, when I was always young, I had this thing about knives. Yeah, and I guess now that I'm a little bit older and I had a little bit more money, I just splurged and bought myself some nice Japanese knives, chef knives. Anyways, this is just a Victorinox knife here. But I'm just going to use this to open this box that I got in. It's from the good old Amazon, from Andy Jassy, Jeff Bezos, the Return to Office company. Anyways, so what I got in here today is something that I've been researching for quite a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger and got it. I'll just show you guys. It is from this company called, I don't know why my camera's so dark. Sorry, the lighting is just not great today. It's a bit dark outside and gloomy. So I have my light on here in the room. But anyways, it's from this company called Horl. And so I was really close to buying this sharpener from this company called Horl, German company. And there's like the Horl, there's the Horl 2 and there's Horl 2 Pro, which has this planetary gear inside that makes it sharpen a lot faster, 3 times faster. Long story short, very expensive. I think it's because it's from Germany, so that doesn't help. But the import duty, taxes and all that stuff, as you guys are aware, I'm in Canada. So on their website, it listed for, I believe it was 560 or 580 something, and then they say, oh, now we sell in Canada. And then when you click through and go to their Amazon website, like the link, the buy link just goes to the Amazon site, it comes in at $700. And so I emailed them. I emailed the Horl people and I said, hey, you guys have this on your website saying that you sell the Horl 2 Pro. I wanted the Pro for the planetary gear because you do less swipes to sharpen your knife. And then they were like, yeah, because it's the tax and stuff. And then on the website it even says like Amazon 8% average 8% shipping. So it clearly wasn't. I mean, I thought that was like not very good of them. Anyways, long story short, I gotta give a shout out to this gentleman called Ukulele J. He's on Instagram, and he did a really good review of a few of these sharpeners, Horl being one of them. There's also the Work Sharp, and this is Hone. The cool thing, in my books at least, of why I really like the Hone is because it's made in Canada. It's made in Alberta. And one thing I didn't like about the Horl is that, one, it's so expensive, and second, it's made out of wood. Now in the kitchen, I mean, I have like the sharpening stones and all that stuff too, and I've sharpened my Japanese knives with the sharpening stones, and you have to keep the whetstones wet. I mean, maybe it's like wet as in W-H-E-T, not W-E-T. But long story short, you got to keep them wet. So with the Horl, it's like, I always wondered if the discs, you have to wet them, and they say you don't. You can dry sharpen your knives. So anyways, coming back to it, because the Horl is made out of wood, it's susceptible to like water damage. Whereas this Hone one, this one is made out of aluminum and stainless steel. So I think quality-wise and long-term robustness, this is going to be a lot better. There's a few other things that I didn't love about the Horl. One is every time you change discs, you have to like take it off like that. Yeah, anyways, it says here, so coming back to Hone, I think honestly I think this is like the Horl 2 killer. I'm sure those that do have the Horl, it's good as well. And that being said, like people who have the whetstones will be like, these are all just gimmicks, because the whetstone is the only true way to sharpen a knife, especially a Japanese knife. And Knifeware, which is another Alberta company, they're here in, I think, Ottawa, Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver, I believe. I bought my knives from them, and they're good people, and they did like a sharpening showdown between the Horl and between Whetstones, and the Japanese gentleman that works there said the Horl is just not very good. There's tons of people that also have done the tests where they have that gauge to like test the sharpness of the knives, whereas like the higher 1,000, lowest I think it's like 100 something. But long story short, a lot of people do those tests. I'm probably not going to do something that intense, a bit more user driven review. Anyways, this is also another knife that I'm looking to sharpen, and I'll show you guys when I get to it why the hone thing, in my opinion, is really good. Okay, use instructions at homesharp.com. Save this box. Use it to store the knife sharpened after use. It'll keep the magnets away from the metals. Okay, sweet. This is a nice box. Nice magnet here. It definitely made so that you should keep this. It's pretty, I like it. It's like kind of Lululemon boxes. They're really good as well. Hone knife sharpener. Dear Valley customer, we're honored you have chosen us among other shopping options. Our home knife sharpener, crafted with the utmost precision, high quality materials, designed to surpass your expectations. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you. Sincerely, the management team and Hone Knife Sharpening. Cool. Thank you, Hone. And just disclosure, I bought this with my own money. You sell the boxes from Amazon, so I'm not sponsored. They did not send this to me or pay me to do this review. I'm just unboxing it because I'm like a nerd. So this is it. It's hefty. Nice. Oh boy, this is heavy. This is, I would guess this is at least close to 3 pounds, if not heavier. This is, oh boy. Here it is, the Hone knife sharpener, and it is heavy. I should have scaled away this, but I was curious if these are actually rubber or if this is silicone, because silicone is a lot, rubber is a lot more robust than silicone is. A lot of people just say it's rubber, but it's silicone. Do you guys hear that? Let me get my mic closer. I don't know. Anyways, so this is the updated version that they have the ball bearings in here. Can you hear that? It's probably not as smooth as the Horl because they have some like crazy gearing inside. But so far, yeah, I think this is good. Yeah. And those that are joining in that aren't huge into knife sharpening, I mean, I can go through a whole video about that too. Hey, this is nice. They give this little flathead screwdriver to like pry off this blade. So, a few quick things. I'll probably do a more in-depth review, or maybe I'll do a sharpening example. I don't even have any of my knives here with me. I should have brought them to my desk, but this is really cool. So yeah, again, they got 20%. I gotta look into exactly why they had this angled off. I think it was so that you can get closer to the tang of your blade. Anyways, 20%, 20%, 15%, 15%. So I've heard also that they have some new system where you can get this angle to like 17 or something like that. But this is not here yet. All one piece, you know, it doesn't have like the wall savers that are just taped on or glued on. So this is a solid piece of rubber. These neodymium rare earth magnets, they're all screwed on. They look really good. I mean, you can tell, oh yeah, that these are strong. Oh, those are strong magnets. And also, this is nice because you see this is raised. The Horl and the other one, the Tumbler, The tumbler is kind of like a fake Horl, but they sell a lot. I think it's just made in Asia. They have this whole rubber piece taped off, whereas these guys, they just have the magnet exposed, which is good. I mean, I think there's just more magnetic force because it's not under the rubber. So this is the cool thing about the hone, is that they have this little lip here so that you can place a smaller blade. I mean, not quite, this is probably too small because you want it at least to be protruded out a bit. I mean, the more the merrier-ish, but you want this protruded a bit so that you can get that hone blade on the side. Sorry, the hone discs on the side. But this is made so that you can sharpen also smaller blades. Whereas something like this, yeah, it's quite nice. I think that's quite thoughtful of them to incorporate this into the base. Hone has prided themselves in like engineering this ground up. They talk about their competitors. I think there's like the German and I think America are overseas in their version. They talk about the benefits that they have, but I'll go through some of these quickly. I'll probably do a more in-depth detail later, review later, but this is really nice. This groove here, just put that in there. Perfect fit. And this is probably one of the key features or the differences of the hone versus, I'm gonna scratch my desk here, the hone versus the Horl. And why I say this is, I'll probably title this as like the hone killer, or sorry, the Horl killer, whoopsies, is you get two discs. The Horl, you only get one and you screw it on. This one is magnetized, and you get two, like double the fun, double the pleasure, twice the life of a disc. Now one, I don't know what grading this one is. I gotta look it up on their website. It'd be nice if they just printed how many grit was on here instead of having just a 1. It might be on their website. Apparently these are all Loctite in stainless steel. Looks good. So you put the little Allen key in there. Oh, so they give you an Allen key. I'm not entirely sure why. I hope that we don't ever have to open these. And I believe this one is the ball bearing edition, which was updated on their website and their Amazon site. It feels smooth. Probably not as smooth as the Horl though. I've seen people where they spin the Horl and it spins forever. So it's not bad. It's very smooth to me. And this side, same thing. 2 again. It would have been nice for them to actually write on here what it is, but that's quick, very easy to put that on. So this I will place right here. So second thing, I'm sure you guys saw this pack when you're wondering what this is. This is extra discs, and they also have other discs on their website that can get a nice mirror finish also on your blade. I guess kind of like that. Mirror, once you get a mirror finish on like the blade, actual blade part, it's I think it stays sharper a little bit longer. There's like many variations of like how you do it, like the Kasuni, or like I don't even know the exact names of it, but like the grades of how you polish the tip of the blade. Anyways, long story short, moving into this here, we got this here. So this is a 3000 grit. And this one, unfortunately, we only have one side. And it can't be double sided because this is ceramic. So you couldn't have one on both sides. The work sharp also has ceramic, and I think it comes with it, which is nice. But the problem is the work sharp one, this is very thin. On this one, you can see, I can measure it on camera here. You get quite a lot of disc. You get at least oh, I'd say almost, no, I'd say exactly 3 millimeters of disc. That's a lot. I mean, this will last for quite a long time. And so this is more so for honing, not so much for sharpening. I'd say most of the times I'm going to be using this one, just because after using the knives, I just want to give it a nice hone. These ones are more for like reburring and then resharpening the knife. So anyways, I kind of went through a lot here, but the point of this video was mostly just to do an unboxing of the Hone knife sharpener, ceramic disc, plus the actual machine sharpener itself. I most likely will do a follow-up video here on actually sharpening knives. I mean, let me know if you guys are interested. If not, maybe I won't film it, or maybe I'll just do it and you guys can watch it, but you can turn it off if you don't really want to watch it. But long story short, this is kind of my unboxing of the Hone knife sharpener, and I'm very excited to use this. For those that don't know how this works, I should bring a knife here. I'm going to do that. Let me go grab a knife. I'll be right back. I will edit this out. Let's edit this out. Oh. Okay, back. This is one of my favorite knives. It's a Victorinox chef's knife. Actually not chef's knife, it's a Santoka Victorinox Swiss made. This is just a workhorse. I've had this knife for, I don't know, maybe like 10 years now. Lent it to my sister for a long time when I didn't need it, but this was kind of the first knife I used when I moved out on my own. And oh, look at that. Oh, that is these are super strong. Anyways, this is kind of my first knife that I used when I moved out. And yeah, it's just a workhorse. What am I doing wrong here? This is upside down. It's supposed to be like that. So you go like that. So this is the premise of how this works. So I don't want to use one, I'm going to use two. So you go like this, and you just, yeah, I don't want to do this because I don't want to create a burr. I'm going to do this probably, yeah, I'll do this on film because I want to sharpen this knife anyways. But the important thing is, because this sets the angle, so you don't have to like vary the angle with your hand where you would a whetstone. And then this comes straight down like this. And you just keep sharpening it. The work sharp one is good because you can pivot and push onto it, whereas this is very linear. And you can see this knife, it's not linear. It's kind of like, the blade at the end goes a bit inwards. Yeah. I'm rambling on here, but that's kind of the gist of how this works. You just go like this, and then you sharpen just that angle here on that 20-degree angle. You take this off. Oh, flip it around. You gotta be careful actually when you put this knife in, especially with nice knives. You don't want to scratch. Anyways, and you go like this, and you just keep honing it. So, very excited to do this. I want to get my knives. This knife is decently dull now. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my unboxing video of the Hone knife. Hone, it's not home. Hone knife sharpener. Cool. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye.